Medusa Drift. Why Medusa Drift? Why this strange name? Because they're lying to you. They ask you to be perfect, rich, thin, productive, and they tell you that if you break down, it's your fault. It's the perfect recipe for depression. I am a psychoanalyst and hypnotherapist, and I invite you to go on strike and travel with me into the labyrinth of your psychic apparatus. For this journey, I offer you self-hypnosis exercises, guided hypnosis sessions, videos with binaural sound to help you fall asleep or stay awake, to concentrate or to relax. Okay, nothing new under the sun so far, but stay with me until the end of this video to understand why what I'm offering is different and how you'll be able to turn it into a path of self-knowledge and find here a space that exists for you and only for you. I'm going to share with you what hypnosis really is and where it comes from. But before that, allow me to situate where I'm speaking from. You've noticed that we live in a world that is more and more violent, more and more polarized. A world where there is no longer any room to exchange ideas, because everyone already has their own truth. At work, or even at home. We're asked to be ever more efficient, ever more productive, ever faster, ever richer, thinner, more perfect, to look better on social media. Those same social networks that hold up a mirror to us and to the world that is more and more toxic, where apparently perfect lives are mixed with the worst horrors that humanity never stops producing. If you're not rich enough, not thin enough, too thin, if you smoke, if you still haven't managed to get the perfect job, the perfect partner, in short, if you're not at the top, it's because you lack willpower, perseverance. You don't try hard enough, or else you're ADHD, autistic, Asperger's. In any case, if you're not at the top, it's your fault. I don't know about you, but to me, that's the perfect recipe for a nice depression. Or at the very least, for living in a constant state of maximum anxiety. And yet, Carl Jung, who spent his life studying the human psyche, said that what you are looking for is looking for you. What is meant for you, what belongs to you, comes to you without you chasing it, and even on the condition that you stop chasing it. Does that resonate with you? It should, but we'll have time in a future video to dig into that idea. What I'm offering on this channel is a place where you can pause, stop running for a little while, and go on strike at least once a day for a few minutes. Take a moment for yourself, a moment to make peace with yourself, to settle inside yourself and let emptiness appear. We live like that English captain who wanted to become a samurai and who asked an old samurai to teach him to become like him. The samurai serves tea, fills the cup overflows onto the tray, then onto the captain's trousers, who jumps up shouting. The samurai looks at him calmly and says, "I can't teach you anything. You are like this cup full of tea. You must empty the cup so it can be filled again." We are that cup, filled to the brim. Most of us are so full that we can only react instead of acting in our own lives. If this topic interests you, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment to share your opinion and to request specific capsules on the subjects that matter to you. I'll also leave the audios without images in the community section of the channel if you ask for them. It's free and it's for you. I'm offering you exercises to make space, to empty a little, to rediscover silence, and take a short moment to breathe. That's exactly what hypnosis and self-hypnosis are used for today. Now let's see where this practice comes from. I'll tell you the story of hypnosis in detail in another more historical video with all the great names who contributed to its invention and development. But for now, And since I don't want to waste your time, let's simply say that after many twists and turns, what was once an almost esoteric practice is today a scientific fact. Hypnosis is used every day in the most modern hospitals as a substitute for painkillers, and many hypnotherapists work in the field of mental illness, among other things. Today, thanks to functional neuroimaging and brain scans, we can observe what happens in the brain during hypnosis. We can see which regions activate, which ones deactivate. We measure objectively what, for centuries, could only be observed empirically. But here it is. If therapeutic hypnosis works, if it allows access to our inner resources, to modify our perception of pain, of our emotions, of our behaviors, then a question naturally arises. Can we learn to do it ourselves? The answer is yes, and that is what we call self-hypnosis. But be careful. The self-hypnosis we will practice together does not replace the work of a qualified hypnotherapist. If you have psychological disorders, deep traumas, or symptoms that require support, don't hesitate to consult a professional. Self-hypnosis is a tool for well-being, relaxation, personal development. It is not a therapy on its own. That being said, self-hypnosis can be a powerful practice to manage daily stress, improve sleep, cultivate inner calm. You can learn to induce this state of deep relaxation yourself, to dialogue with your body, and to access your own resources, to reach that state of drifting, where the mind pauses, where you become simply present to yourself. That is exactly what we're going to explore together on the Medusa Drift channel. I'm offering challenges over several days, reinforcement capsules, long sessions to let you float in this state. But above all, I'm inviting you to make peace with yourself, to take a moment each day, to find yourself again and settle within yourself. It is François Roustang, the latest hypnotherapist to have redefined aspects of modern hypnosis, who draws our attention to the fact that mentally, we are always ahead or behind in our brain. The body, on the other hand, lives in the present and knows only the present. With self-hypnosis, he invites us to reconnect with ourselves, like jellyfish, which have no brain and yet live their jellyfish lives perfectly well. I've tried all kinds of cures based on suggestions, and they almost never work. I've noticed one thing. If I say to you, for example, you are doing well, you are losing weight, you are in harmony with yourself, all those happiness capsules we find on the internet. If you do sessions like that, and you haven't first taken the time to put yourself into a state of total receptivity, without expectation, without a secret agenda, without a phone that might ring at any moment, it won't work. Self-hypnosis suggestions are not addressed to your conscious brain. They are addressed to the jellyfish, to your body, to what Jung called the self, that indestructible core within you that already knows how to find its balance. For that, we will first learn to take a break from ourselves, because the best way to know if it works is to experience it for yourself. Let the jellyfish within you take the helm. We'll meet again in the drift. See you in a moment.